be held accountable if it invades. And it depends on what it does. It's one thing if it's a minor incursion and then we end up having a fight about what to do and not do, et cetera.
That was President Biden this past Wednesday holding his first press conference in 10 months, raising eyebrows, to say the least, apparently giving Russia a green light to invade Ukraine so long as it's a minor incursion. He also noted disunity among NATO members when it comes to what kind of sanctions to impose should there be an invasion. And the outrageous nature of Biden's remarks did not go unnoticed on Wednesday's evening newscasts.
Are you saying that a minor incursion by Russia into Ukrainian territory would not lead to the sanctions that you have threatened, or are you effectively giving Putin permission to make a small incursion into the country?
I think there were many gasps of breath here in Kiev and across European capitals when the president said that he thought that perhaps Russia would cross that border.
The president spoke about consequences for Russia, but then he said it's one thing if it's a minor incursion. What did that mean?
But even when pressed, President Biden repeated that he sees a difference between a small and big military incursion in Ukraine and that he expects one.
My guess is he will move in.
Who says this kind of stuff in public? Not a president of the United States who is mentally capable. Now, it didn't take long for the White House spokeswoman, Jen Psaki, to clarify, letting us all know that Joe Biden didn't mean what he had said and then said again. Folks, this was perhaps the greatest example of a man who was being totally honest at a time when he absolutely needed to keep his mouth shut. And not just a man, but the President of the United States, who's no longer capable of handling the job.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah HaKudash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders, great millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations, and mercies to the elect and the 1/3 remnant out there listening and doing this word with all faith and sincerity. And I'm just coming back at you with another quick video. Lord willing, it's edifying, and it's going to be sitting around this little clip from RT News. You know, for the full clip, you know, you could go to RT America, you know, and, you know, check it out. You know, if I remember, Lord will, I could put it in the description. But it basically just, you know, depicts, you know, as you heard, America in this worst state, in the worst state it's been since, you know, this place has been a country. You know, everything from your leader falling asleep in the middle of a press conference to hyperinflation to the raising the interest rates, which is coming, the collapse of the stock market or market, collapse of the economy, supply chain shortages, you know, labor crises, you know, the list goes on. Housing market crash, the list goes on, man. There are so many things wrong with America, which is Babylon the Great, you know. And now everyone sees pretty much your foolishness, you know, and sees just how desolate you become. You know, this man, Joe Biden, is basically, you know, provoking a war, you know, stoking a war, man. You know, he's basically daring them, you know, and we know this war, you know, in the Ukraine this won't lead to, you know, this won't cause World War III, but it's going to help, you know, the storyline going up into it, man. We know World War III is going to start with Israel and the Iranians, man, in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. You know, but this is further in creating that division, man. You know, just pretty much solidifying that rivalry, man. And it's only intensifying as well, man. You know, these events are used to just show these other nations and America's allies that America ain't what it used to be, man. And no one fears America like it used to. This is Isaiah 14:10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become as weak as we? Art thou come like unto us? See? And that's what these nations are saying. You know? Here it is. Just last week, it was a storm, or last year, around this time, January 6th, it was a storming of the White House, man, Capitol. You know, you got places in America, different food stores and grocery stores, completely empty, no food available. You got rising prices, inflation, you know. You got your leader on national television looking a fool, falling up steps, you know. America looks finished, man. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. America's dead, you know. Trump was supposed to make America great again, and Biden was supposed to heal the soul of America. But the theme is, America ain't what it used to be. All right? And the world sees it. It's on the world stage. America's demise is being broadcasted on the world stage. You know? This is Mark 13:7. And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must need be. See? So these different wars and, you know, different rumors, China, Taiwan, and Russia, Ukraine, and, you know, such and such. You know, these are just build-ups. This is building up the drama, man. You know, because we're going into that climax, man. You know, for nation shall rise up, or so like it, but the end shall not be yet. See, for nation shall rise up against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in divers places, and there shall be famines and troubles, and these are the beginnings of sorrows. And we're seeing these things all across the world. Volcano in the Tonga erupting, tsunamis in different countries. You know, you got earthquakes in the ocean and in different places, man. You know, earthquakes in major cities, fires in the earth. A lot of shit is going on, man. You know? But this is just the beginning of the trouble. See, it's a lot more left to happen. It's a lot more left to go. This ain't it. You know? It ain't over. It ain't over, man. This is only the beginning. It's only going to intensify from here. But yet you got niggas who weak now. So if you weak now, imagine in that day, man. Imagine, you know, the state you're going to be in. This is Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh Shemel Shah of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? And that's what these nations say, man. What the hell happened to the leader of the free world, man? Nigga straying off in his Senate, he going off track, wandering off in his speeches. You know? He telling they plans, telling what he gonna, you know, scriptures say, let not your right hand know what your left hand is doing. That's even a common saying in the world. But yet here it is. He pretty much telling you, you know, is counsel perish from the prudent? And this is making these other nations who are under you question you, man. Feel less secure, you know, because they can't trust what you say. They don't know what you're going to do. They don't know if you're going to fall asleep during the press conference, if you're going to reveal plans during the press conference, you know. They don't know. They don't know if you're going to, you know, forget where you at, you know. Is their wisdom vanished? See? So the Lord has exposed you, Esau. You know, the Lord has exposed you. But guess what? The Lord is, the Lord ain't done with you, man. You know, this is just progression. Progressing us into the next stage, man. You know, of what the Lord got set for this place. Because the mass death ain't even came yet. The war, the draft ain't even came yet. You know. This is Isaiah 47:11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. And this is, you know, these different events are only setting the stage for that sudden desolation. And you know, one day people are gonna wake up without power. One day you're gonna wake up, the money is gonna be everything's gonna be higher, more expensive. You know, money's gonna be hard to find. But at the same time, less valuable. You know, power's gonna be out, and all this is gonna happen suddenly, and then missiles gonna fly suddenly. Suddenly, a microchip is gonna be what's needed to function in society. You know, and it's coming soon, man. You know, we're in the beginning stages of it. And with all the all praise and the glory to Yahweh, Shema, Shah, Shem, Rakak, Wadash, Wa, Abba, Babal, and DTA.